Darlings, welcome back to my beauty happy hour where I call on some of my most inspirational friends to share some of their wisdom, to share some of their happiness, the secrets to happiness, and a little bit of their magic. Obviously, we want to know about their amazing magic. And today I now have, and I'm so thrilled, my next guest is the one and only fabulous Kate Bosworth. And she is coming in right now. We're just dialing her in. And she is not only an amazing actor, but she is also a producer. And she actually is an inspiring activist. And she was recently named People Magazine's named her one of the most kind of inspiring women changing the world right now, which, wow, I mean, what an amazing accolade. And I can't wait to share that with you. So we're just kind of doing some, darling, don't ask me this technical thing is, anyway, we are live, we are here. So I'm just waiting for her to come on, but you know, how amazing. There she is! Yes! Hi, my darling!
I was gonna say, what an intro!
Well,
Thank you.
Amazing.
How are you, beauty?
Oh my God, all the better for seeing you and your glorious happiness and yourself.
I love your background.
I know, I mean, this is like, literally, I'm like, you're sticking all the, I mean, you don't understand, this is like a changing office. I'm like sticking up bits of paper, printing them. Anyway,
I love it. It's much better than mine. I'm like trying to find a space without my dog barking and everything.
Well, you've got that gorgeous face and that glowing skin. Oh my God.
Thanks to you.
No, my God, I love you. I love you. I'll take all the credit, but I know it's not all mine. But I will take it. I love you so much.
I'm telling you, thanks to this.
I know. I mean, look. I mean, literally, just before I got on, I was like, okay.
I literally want to know what the magic is in this bottle. I'm not joking you.
I swear to you, okay, you know we've holidayed together.
Yeah.
Like, you always have that amazing glass skin. And I'm like, you know that you're one of my beauty icons. You know that because I named a lipstick after you.
I have it. Look.
Bosworth Beauty. I mean, come on.
It's such a good pink as well.
I know. Well, hello. It's only literally been thinking of you that I mixed this up. And I also put a little bit on my cheeks today.
Oh my God. Wait, can I ask you about okay, so I asked my followers if they wanted a neutral lip or a pop of color today, and actually it was kind of 50-50, but they mostly went for the neutral lip. I want to know about Glowing Jen.
Oh my God, Glowing Jen.
It's literally the perfect, like, bricky neutral. It's like one of my favorite lip colors. I'm not kidding.
So Glowing Jen, okay, here she is. So this is named in homage to our friend. I'm sure you're friends with her too, right? Jennifer Aniston.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
How much I love that woman. I just was like you. I was like, okay, Bosworth Beauty, when I look at this, I think of you. Like, you're always just got this pretty pink lips, this freshness, this gorgeous cheeks, like you've been running in a field. You've always got this beautiful glow on your skin. And that's why I just wanted to bottle that DNA. And that's why we created this. And I know you love giving back, so we give part of this money to the charity Women for Women International, which is giving back to all those women in war-torn zones.
Yeah,
right? So
I know you work with them quite a bit, right?
I do. I'm an ambassador for Women for Women, and part of why I did these lipsticks was like, you inspire me. Jennifer Aniston inspires me in a massive way. I mean, she's another one. Like, how hot is that woman?
It's insane. Like, I think like you, I've known her for so many years, and she's just like the coolest, nicest, most intelligent. Like, yeah. I mean, you're just in awe of her when you're with her. It's like, you're just the coolest. She is.
But she's always got that. She just always looks like, even when she's doing the red carpet, it's like always that kind of like, she's just got off a surfery kind of golden goddess vibe. She's just a golden goddess. So
this is such a good color, though.
It's good, isn't it?
I don't know if people can see this.
It's very you too. When you do that, because all of your beauty looks like you do the kind of the red lip, but then you do this kind of russet. Yes, this is like a very you color as well.
Very rusty. But you know, those are like the perfect ones are so hard to find though. I usually have to blend them. Like with your lipsticks, it's like a slick of lipstick and it's done. That's what I love. So
that's because I'm inspired by you guys. But it's true. I suppose it's like that surfer thing, and you were the queen of the surfboard. My God, you learned to surf in like, was it?
Wait, I have to show you. I'm like giving real Blue Crush vibes today because I've been like walking my dog.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm getting a bit of a tan. But that's why I thought I'll just be like bronze beauty for you today.
No, yeah, you totally are giving me that. I went and watched the film again recently. I was like, oh, just harking back to that time, those songs, how fit. I mean,
I'm trying. Well, the funny thing is that people always ask, they're like, you were so fit in that movie, like, why don't you look like that anymore? I'm like, I was working out 8 hours a day. Like, I'm doing the best I can.
Trust me. Well, I mean, you are pretty fit, darling. Let me tell you. My God.
Oh my God. But it's so fun. Like, it's kind of crazy right now, obviously, but I've been spending a lot more time like outside, you know, because all we have is to either be indoors or walking our dogs or just, you know, sitting in the garden or whatever it might be. So it's kind of interesting to be given like restrictions to figure out how you can still get your vitamin D, still get your exercise while remaining safe. So I feel like I've been like more tan now than I ever have been just by being like consciously being outdoors a little bit more, you know?
Because I mean, yeah, I have to say, I haven't been outdoors. I'm literally like in front of my screen on Zoom most of the time, and it's England. We've got a bit of sunny weather, but not like in LA, darling.
Are you in England now?
LA sun.
Are you in England?
Are
you in London?
I'm in
Are
London.
you in London? Yeah.
I'm in London.
Oh, so you're like, sit down, please. I do not want to see your
I wish we need the vitamin D. Can you send it this way, please?
I know. I can't wait for you to come back to LA. I love seeing you here.
Oh, I love seeing you too. You're always a treat. You always light up a bit of a room. There's like, you have got a bit of that magic, which is why I really wanted you on today. Okay, so I have so many questions to ask you.
I know. I just realized, I was like, we could chat all day.
Oh my God, we could chat all day. We'll never get off this thing.
I know. We'll just be chatting like girlfriends. Like, I forgot we're even on a live.
Okay, so
yes.
We are the world. Okay, the world is slightly obsessed with your skin. I have been. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So the world is slightly obsessed with your skin. I mean, everyone I know, you've been an obsession of mine. Your skin. I know you take care of your skin in the most amazing way. I want to hear about your beauty routine, like how you take care of it. You mask, but I also want to hear about this blue gadget that you use on the plane.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's just the laser. Like, I'm sure you know, it's a handheld like laser. You know, it's
who's it by? Where do we get it?
I really love the Lightstim one.
The Lightstim.
Lightstim. LIGHTSTIM. Lightstim.
And is it a little one, or is it a mask you put on the plane?
It's a handheld. So like their frequency is unique in that it's like the highest. What's that?
Is it black with a blue thing and you just?
No, it's like a white wand kind of, and they have red and blue frequencies, but you have to purchase the different ones. But they're they have something specific with the patent of their like how many different light wave frequencies they have in a head. So it's like it's really incredible. I don't know like all the science behind it. I just know I'm like you. I'm like, give me what works. And you know, so I use their Lightstim like handheld all the time. But I'm like you. I'm such a skincare junkie, you know?
I do, right? We're always masking, right? We're like, how many steps in your beauty routine do you have? Do you multi-mask?
I sometimes, like red carpet stuff, I will. I'll do like the under eye one, and then I'll do like a mask over it.
I'm like that with my clay mask, then my dry mask. I'm like,
I know, because you have both the sheet mask and the clay mask.
And the clay mask. So I'm obsessed, especially now, right? Like I'm like, especially because we're in front of blue screens all day and outside, and I know you always protect your skin. Like we are, you and I, we're all about sunscreen protection.
And like I'm like one of those crazy people that's always like hiding under things if there's sun, you know. Like I've taken like if I have a sweatshirt, I'll like take it and just like drape it over.
Same. I'm like everything. My husband's like, what is wrong with you? You go outside, you put more clothes on, more things to like cover up.
I know, I'm the same. But I don't know. I've always just kind of taken care of my skin as best as I can. I don't have like a million steps in my skincare routine, but it's normally, you know, cleansing the skin, some kind of a serum, and a moisturizer. I'm a huge fan of a very rich moisturizer at night.
Me too. Magic cream, right? Like I'm the same. Like,
wait, no, I have to talk to you about your night cream.
How amazing is the night cream?
Like for me, that's a perfect night cream because it's like I need like give me thick, rich hydration. I want to sleep in like. No, I know it's insane, and like it's so.
It's got plant stem cells in it. It's the plant stem cells that like regenerate your cells, and that's rich texture. It's like, you know, when you put it on at night and it's like really rich and deep and thick, and then you wake up with it like plump.
Yes.
That kind of cushion plumpness, and like it takes out all the lines and the dehydration, just plumps it all out.
Because that's for me. I'm like, give me hydration. Like I need like pumping, and I introduced that night mask, like night cream, to my mom, and she is obsessed. Like she's so obsessed with it. She'll call me and she's like, "Can you get me more of the night cream?" She's obsessed. She'll be like the last bit in the jar. Like
I'm sending her a truckload.
Oh my God, she will love you. But it's so cute. But I love that about like sharing skincare routines, especially with moms, you know?
Oh God, that's saying my mother's like, darling, I mean, you know, she's like, I'm in love with your new serum. Like, it's hilarious. So I'm giving it to all my girlfriends. I'm like, okay, go, mommy. I know it's so.
I want to hear about the new serum because you just sent that to me.
I know the new serum is amazing. If you love the night cream, I mean because you know about skincare, so it's got polyglutamic acid in it, which is 4 times more hydrating than hyaluronic acid. It's got niacinamide, which basically like reduces the pores. It's got replexium, so like fine lines. It's like the most incredible like mix that just really pumps your skin. You're going to go insane. Wait, use that. You see immediately. So the hydration level, you see it by 176% more hydrated within 1 hour. But when you see it over time, what that does, it's like a drink for the skin. It's insane.
I'm so excited. Like, and you know, we have time right now to just like, I feel like anything's acceptable. I feel like you could do like a Zoom work meeting with a mask on at this point.
You totally. I know. I'm like, okay, I'm masking. I'm in meetings. I'm like, you know what? Because I've got no time. So I'm like, okay, but skincare is self-care. We have to take care of ourselves. We all need a little bit of nurturing right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a crazy time because, you know, they're fearful, you know, everyone, I feel fearful, and like there's such a kind of compromised feeling. But I think that what I found, at least, that's helpful to me is to try and balance it out with, like, I've started to meditate, but you know, and I know that sounds sort of like cliche and kind of like cheesy, but it has saved my mindset. Like the mindfulness that I'm able to try and, you know, hang on to in this unknown time has been amazing, you know?
It absolutely, meditation is amazing. And I feel like, you know, I'm like an active relaxer. So for me, it's like when I'm doing my makeup, I go into a sort of form, or when I'm doing someone's makeup, I go into a form of meditation. It's like I just, and you know, like, but sometimes it's great just having that kind of, you know, moment where you can just be sort of peaceful and have that moment. But you're right, it really helps. Really, really helps.
It really does. And I don't know, like it's ironic, but then also there's something kind of beautiful in the fact that we're all isolated, and yet I feel like closer than ever before with a lot of people and just humanity in general. Like everyone's, you know, coming together on a global scale, which I think is really beautiful.
It is. You know what? I think if we think about where we're going now, it's like we were all so busy.
Yeah.
And it's like Mother Nature just went stop.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and also we were harming in a way our planet. So it's like now it's like we're going to come out of this thinking of the planet's health, human health, friendship,
totally,
fun,
totally.
Because we've in a way became so disconnected, and now even though we're isolating, we're sort of connecting, kind of, and we miss our friends, and we love our friends so much. And that's why I wanted to start Beauty Happy Hour. I was like, you know what? We need to have a bit of joy and a bit of fun.
I know.
I've got all these amazing girlfriends that are so inspirational. And I know all of you, and you're so inspiring to me. And it's like, I want to share a bit of that. We all need to just tune in and have some fun and share a bit of that magic, because we are all in this together. And you realize no matter who you are or where you come from, you know, it's a global situation. We're all in this together. And, you know, it's crazy how, you know, I do feel it's Mother Nature just giving us a little warning, like, behave, naughty humans.
Yeah, just kind of, and also like there's something to be said about, and I know you can relate to this, like I'm so on the go all the time, and like my brain is, I call it the hamster wheel, and this has given me the time to like really slow down a little bit so that I can perform better. Like creating that mental space has been really important, and I'm sure you have experienced that too.
Completely. Yeah. We will come out of this different, and I hope, listen, no one wants the pandemic and we all want it to go away. Bye-bye horrible COVID. But it will make us stronger. You know, I think it will, and we will be much more aware. But I want to ask you more questions now.
Okay, ask me questions.
You are such a change maker.
I love you.
You are. Now, tell me about Kindest. Okay, your new website. It is. This is wonderful what you're doing with Kindest. Please tell all of us about this new platform that you've created. I think it's such a wonderful. Again, talk about being kind to each other. I think it's so wonderful.
I mean, I have been conceptualizing this space for a little over a year now. And honestly, I was super busy and just kind of a little bit, I was a little nervous, to be honest, to take the leap, because it really is about leaning into vulnerability and exposing your heart a little bit more. And I just realized in this time, I thought, you know what, now or never. And I really felt like I wanted to create a space where we can be more vulnerable, we can discuss more things more deeply, we can connect further, create more empathy, and all through kindness, you know? I mean, just as an example, you know, for Mother's Day last week, I'm a stepmom, and
I saw
with
that.
Joe.
You did.
Yeah. You know Joe, right?
Yeah, you know, I don't, but
really?
I've never, wait, maybe have I met her? I don't, but I'm
sure you crossed paths. Yeah.
That was so wonderful to watch. And so it was really liberating and really open. And for everyone that's watching, it was your husband's ex-wife and your stepdaughter. And it was wonderful how you all were so open and honest with each other, and vulnerable and kind, and very inspiring for other people to watch, because she obviously loves you so much, and you've been an amazing stepmother to her. And you know, your relationships and how that kind of evolved was, again, for people in that position, was really inspiring to watch. I think for anyone who is a stepmother, or you know, had to kind of be in that position,
navigate it. Yeah, I mean, it was basically bringing, you know, we love each other so much, and yet it's a stereotype that can be traditionally a very, you know, negative, difficult one. And so we thought if we could come together and talk about the relationship in a super honest way, then perhaps it can sort of open the communication with other people. And I know people are isolated right now, and it's difficult, and there's family dynamics regardless of what it is. It's tough, you know. So we just thought, if we could just put some encouragement and honestly just like love into the world, then that's you know, doing something that makes a bit of a difference. And that's really what kindness is about, you know. It's about highlighting things and people that I love that are doing kind things as well, you know.
We need that, Kate. We really do, because I do feel like sometimes the world could just be a bit, you know, a bit mean sometimes. We just all like love each other, and we're here for one life, and let's live it, and let's be kind to each other, and let's have fun, and let's laugh.
And it's the same. You know. I know, and I'm bringing elements into it. You're right. It's just a laugh. Like, it doesn't all have to be like so serious, but it's like I'll bring in like really funny stuff, and it's just basically saying, like, even when things are a little bit difficult, let's find the love and the light in it. You know.
Exactly. So
you're the perfect established kind person, Charlotte. You really are.
Oh, thank you. Well, you are too. And honestly, but so much. Now, the other thing I want to ask you, thank you, is, Okay, Vital Voices. This is amazing what you're doing with Vital Voices. And by the way, guys, we're going to hear about it from Kate, about Vital Voices. This is so fantastic. But you can donate live right now. Just click below. There's a button. But Kate, tell us about Vital Voices, and then I'm going to donate. It's so amazing what you're doing with Vital Voices.
I mean, Vital Voices is just such an incredible organization. They literally give a vital voice to women change makers in the world doing incredible things that might not be able to have either funding or support, otherwise. Wow. So it's just a really incredible place. Like for example, there's an incredible girl named Ariella Schuster who's become a friend of mine that is someone who was identified from Vital Voices that her brother was kidnapped by a gang member in El Salvador, and it changed her life. And so, there's a lot of crime there and in gangs. And so she basically started a jewelry company and said, I'll pay you. She said to the gang members, I'll pay you more if you come and work for me and make things than if you're in a gang. So she's turned that very difficult experience on its head, and is now figuring out how to, fight that with what she can do. And so Vital Voices identified her, and now they support her. Diane von Furstenberg is on the board of Vital Voices, and so then she had Ariella do a collaboration with her. So it's really incredible, what they do. And that's just one example. There's so many. It was originally started by Hillary Clinton decades ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So but regardless of your politics, it really is about supporting women and women who are doing incredible things and wanting to make change in the world, and giving them a voice and support in a way that they might not get otherwise.
How amazing.
Yeah, they're just incredible, and I've been working with them for some years now, and I'm just, every time I'm around them, my heart is filled with inspiration. They are really changing the world, and identifying these different women and helping them, and just really rolling up their sleeves and diving in. And because it's global, it's like they're able to identify different issues around the world and investing in people on the ground where they are, knowing how to make
entrepreneurs, and then basically and then help them get their business started, and then help people who are underprivileged.
Sometimes it's businesses, sometimes, for example, there's a female chief in Africa who was realizing that, I believe it was Kenya, there's a huge problem with child marriage there. And so she basically started to take the child brides and opened up a school, and then got them away from that life and into education. And so while that's not a typical business, that was a vital voice that they identified, and she's annulled and educated thousands of young female child brides. So it really depends, but what they do, which I think is so important, is that they don't go into these areas and say, I know how to change it. They identify the people on the ground who know how to be change makers in their community and support them that way.
Of course, because exactly, they're on the ground and they understand the dynamics, like you were saying, with that womanhood that went into what were they called, the gangs, and she knows them. She could infiltrate them.
Exactly.
And they trust her.
Yes.
Rather than, who is this person who doesn't know my community?
Exactly. They're so amazing. I can't speak enough about them. And obviously in the time of COVID, they're doing, amazing things as well. I wrote this down just because I was just educated on it, but they just launched Voices of Resilience, in which they're providing direct emergency funding through grants to women leaders and how they're pivoting their businesses. So, they're doing all, really incredible things. And I so appreciate people donating, but I also would encourage anyone to check them out further, because you cannot help but be inspired by Vital Voices.
And can you, obviously we can donate right now by pressing the button on this button. I'm going to donate when I get off this call. But
thank you.
No, absolutely. Anything like this is what I love, giving back to women and helping them change their lives.
Yeah. Exactly. It's literally a perfect organization for you, Charlotte, because it's like they're just they're the same as you, which they find things that people who are inspiring and who are changing the world, and they support those people. And you do that.
Yes,
so much.
You do. I love that. And Diane von Furstenberg, she's amazing as well. She's incredible.
Yes. I mean, she is like a powerhouse woman. Like,
what a powerhouse.
One of my favorite quotes of all time is from her when she says, "When you doubt your power, you give power to your doubts."
Yeah. She's very
and it's true. If you doubt your power, you give power to your doubt. And it's absolutely true. Don't doubt your power, in other words. She's amazing.
She is amazing, and she, still looks amazing. Is so active in so many ways. Is involved in so many incredible projects. She's amazing. She's properly inspirational. No, I know. I always love going to her. Wonderful. I always see her during, award season when I'm in LA. And she always has her amazing party. So yeah, she's a powerhouse. Wow. If we could all be like Diane von Furstenberg. Yes.
I know. Let's just well, you are. You're so there. Are you kidding me? I'm like, please let me get a little bit of it. Either one of you.
I love you. I love you. Okay, so I want to ask you this question. Okay, so you have the most, I think people know this, but the most hypnotizing beauty, but your eye color is so mesmerizing because you have one crystal clear blue eye.
Yeah,
one
I know.
Greeny brown eye. Can everyone see that? It is so amazing. How do you feel that that's defined you? Like, how do you, with that? Because I think, I have red hair and it's like a little bit different.
Yeah.
And you stand out from a crowd. And when I was younger, I just wanted to blend in. As I got older, I really loved the fact that it's my trademark and it's different. And I appreciated it.
Yeah.
Do you feel it defined you in any way? Or was you just always like, everyone was just like, wow, it's so amazing?
I can't, I love it now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember I was made fun of for other things, for sure. I think it's funny. I can always notice when someone knows, like, sort of recognizes it because it can only be in certain lights. Like right now, they kind of look the same, but if I get into very like gray light, like soft light, then it will be very different.
Yeah.
But they always do this when they're talking to me. Everyone, when they recognize it, they'll talk and then they're going. That's it. Wait. Yeah, they're different colors. It's so funny. They'll just stop talking and then like lean in really close.
And I'm like, wait a moment. This is amazing. I mean, it's quite mesmerizing. It really is.
Thank you. Well, I'm excited because
I wish I had it.
I actually laughed because when I got your I think it's so clever what you've done with the colors for different playing up your eye color.
Yes.
And I thought
for you can do it both.
Do both. I know. I was like, you should show me how to do each eye.
The blue eye, but you do. You're so clever with makeup. That's another thing that but you're clever with that because I've noticed, like, there's colors that for blue eyes and green eyes, those kind of russety tone colors that suit both, and you use a lot of those to make both eyes pop. But you're right, sometimes it's so different what you would use for a blue to a hazel green.
Well, I love your makeup so much, Charlotte, because I love warm colors. Me too. That's for me, like, dreamy all the time. Like, give me rose golds, beautiful, warm, like, bronzy colors. And I have to say, just because you knew I'd be obsessed with this, I got a note from you saying I'd be obsessed. Can we talk about the new Walk of Shame?
Oh, the new Walk of Shame palette. How much do you love that? I knew you would love it.
I got the note that was like, Charlotte says particularly to look at the Walk of Shame palette. First of all, Walk of Shame is like this one for sure, but that's another favorite, like, rusty kind. It's such a good lip color.
It's so good, isn't it?
But this palette, I can't.
Isn't it? So it's very you, darling. It's very. I told you you're a big beauty inspiration. Every time I'm mixing something up, I get mood boards out of you. I'm like, wait, I want the BOSWORTH beauty.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it's just all your there, but this one knocked me down. I did something a little bit untraditional today with my makeup.
Yeah. What did you do?
So, as you know, I love all those colors. And the other thing that you just sent me that I was very excited and intrigued with are these new pillow top diamonds.
Oh, isn't that great? The pillow talk diamonds. That would be kind of very 60s looking on you.
So I have to tell you what I did. So this is the sort of like, as you can see, this is like the world I'm in today. This is the
so good.
Which one is this? It's like, it says Lucky Diamonds, but it's like the bronzy one.
So you've got Lucky Diamonds.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put some of this on my hand, so if everyone can see like how beautiful that is.
Oh, God, that's so good for you, especially with your tan right now.
So you know what I did? So this is me this morning.
Oh God. Do you know what? I've not done that yet with Lucky Diamonds. That is such.
How good is that? So I just put it on my hand. I know it's a little unorthodox, but I've literally been patting it on like my apples.
Yeah, no, that's what I do a bit with BOSWORTH Beauty. I put a bit of that on my cheeks.
I do that myself. Like I love taking the color and putting it sort of on all the like highlight places.
Highlight spots. I haven't done that. That is such a good color for the eyes.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, look, I need everyone to like look at how pretty that is. Oh.
So I'm like, I've got to turn that into an eyes to mesmerize, but it's so gorgeous. I love, how much do we love a beauty hack? We love a beauty hack.
I'm obsessed. Like if I can get, you know, like 2 products and use them all over my face, I will. But that's why I love your makeup so much, is that I know it's a little unorthodox, but I put it everywhere.
Yeah, no, exactly. You can multi-use. Exactly.
I love it.
It's easy.
So everyone has to get this Lucky Diamonds one and put it all over their face. It's so good.
It's like in 2 minutes, ready to go.
Yeah, really.
How do you think makeup makes you feel? How do you feel? I mean, I know you use it in a very, like, I find you very inspirational in terms of fashion. You've always a big fashion inspiration to all of us in the fashion industry. You would, if I think about the looks you do, like you do, sometimes it's kind of great Gatsby-esque, 1920s dreamy beauty. Sometimes I see you with a kind of dreamy makeup, and then sometimes you wear a pillar box red lip.
Yeah.
With a kind of 1950s outfit. Sometimes I see you in more modern kind of russet tones, but I think you are a big fashion inspiration to all of us. You always have been in the fashion industry and the beauty industry.
I mean, especially now with the years adding up.
No, my God.
I'm like, oh God, now I'm getting vintage. I don't mind, I love it.
You do play with it, right? You play. You're like,
I do play.
Yeah.
I think I'm similar to you in that I know the colors that always work on me, right? So it's like, for me, I do know that I love, like, if it's going to be an eye, it's going to be like the warmer bronzy. Like if it's going to be closer to the eye, it'd be more chocolate brown than dark black, for example, just because that just opens my eye better. But I love a pop of color on my lips. Like, yeah, I just love it. I think like you, it really comes down to my mood. So like today I was like, well, I'm just going to wear, you know, shorts and
love that.
A little crop top, very Californian. And so what inspired the makeup was just that kind of blue crush, bronzy, like, you know, surfy kind of vibe.
Surfer, glowy.
Yeah. And yeah.
I think you understand looks. That's the thing. When I look at you, you kind of like, you decide on the dress.
Yeah.
And then you sort of go for the makeup look that goes with that dress, and you
exactly
body your world.
That's exactly right. It's very visual. So if there's, you know, like a seafoam green dress, I might. I like a little bit of a surprise element. So if it's seafoam green, I just have this in my hand, and I know everyone's going to ask me on my Instagram what the bright pop of color was. Like this, I'm obsessed with this one.
Which one? Oh wait, is that one?
It's Tell Laura.
Is that
it's Tell Laura.
Oh, Tell Laura. My friend Laura Bailey.
Oh, I love Laura Bailey.
It's Laura Bailey.
She's the best.
Is she the best?
She's the best. For her. She's like the most like beautiful blondes. Like, she's just like she's like mystical. The mystical one. But this to me is like that perfect orangey corally.
You know what? So she said to me, I want, like, we were looking at it and I was like, okay, she wants like a geranium, you know, like geranium, the flowers, like a geranium red. That one is so gorgeous tapped on, and it's kind of like in that matte revolution on the lips. It's so great. And she's got the beautiful green eyes.
Yes.
Green eye, and that orangey red just makes them pop.
Well, see, that's so funny that you say that, because like literally when I thought seafoam green, I thought, well, rather than make the makeup more neutral. I think I just go for like that kind of great like contrast.
Exactly, but that's why you're a bit of an artist. You understand that so well. Maybe it's because you're an actress and you understand how to get into roles and different characters. But you're right, when you wear green, a pop of that color contrast is what makes it pop. The same with your eyes. That would be great with your green eye, that kind of orangey red lip.
I'm putting this on for people because they were so split in my Instagram story. I asked them if this would, just because I know everyone's going to want to know which is the pop of color. It's Tell Laura.
Tell Laura. Love her.
That's it.
Gorgeous friend Laura Bailey. There we go.
It's such a good, because I'm one of those people that is on the constant hunt for the holy grail of like perfect red orange.
What? Tell me another question that I'm hearing. What's your favorite red carpet moment? Like, what have you had a favorite red carpet look or a moment that you've loved?
Oh my gosh. I think, you know, and obviously that it kind of was supposed to be a few weeks ago, was any Met Gala look.
Yes. Oh, I have to say,
I mean, they're so epic. And also like Vanity Fair Oscar looks. I mean, you know, because you work with the best of the best, but those moments are so special.
I have to say, you do give us very good red carpet. We're always slightly obsessed by your red carpets. I've got many mood boards with your red carpet moments.
Oh my God, bless you. I think like, what was it, 2 years ago, I did this like yellow, almost like canary yellow, bright yellow dress for the Vanity Fair Oscars. I really liked that because it was kind of a hard color to wear. So anytime that I can skate the line of like, you know, something just a little tricky, but like if it can work, then that's always fun, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. Push the button, create a new trend. I mean, yellow then became a massive trend.
It was such a good dress, though. It was the first time Kong Tree showed in New York Fashion Week, and he's an amazing designer that came. And so and I also love that. I mean, I know you work with a lot of like great like young designers as well. I remember your party in London that I came to, and I was trying to remember. Like, I think that was Amelia Wickstead that I wore.
Yeah, were you wearing Amelia Wickstead? That was gorgeous.
I think it was Amelia Wickstead. But do you remember how crazy it was? It was so ethereal, but then it had that plasticky bits.
Yeah, the plasticky bits that gave it a little bit of an edge. Exactly.
Yeah.
Ethereal dreaminess.
I know. I think the photo that you put on your Instagram story, someone was like tying them back up or something as they come loose.
Oh, you were so cute. I've got a video I never forget of that night of everyone turning up. It was such an amazing moment for me because I was opening my first shop in London.
I know.
In the world, in fact. And it was so wonderful to have all my friends and you and everyone come, and I've got this amazing video, and you're like, it's just like, and we're in my shop with the kind of, you know, the palm trees and all the kind of.
It was such an amazing party.
It was really wild. It was fun.
It was so fun.
World. It was so great. It was
so fun. It was so much fun, and I was there shooting a TV show, so I was so grateful that I was in town.
I know, me too. I was like, yes, she's here.
Yeah, I know, it was so fun.
I mean, that was a wild party. I definitely went on. We did the pub next door, and we carried on partying until God.
I know. That was the thing. It was the next door. It was the after party.
I know. It was so perfect. My store's next to a pub. I was like, we just go into the pub and then rock and roll all night. It was really fun. So, oh wait, now I want to hear about so your husband, Michael Polish.
Yes.
You guys work a lot together.
We do.
And I've seen some of your films, and wow, Nona, incredible. That was
Thank you. Yeah.
Really, you guys do a lot of incredible projects, and he's a twin, amazing.
Yeah.
You know, but tell me, I want to know about Force of Nature.
Yes.
What a great title.
It's such a good title, right? And I'm so excited because it comes out next month, and everyone can watch it in their homes, which is great.
But everyone watching, Michael Polish is an amazing director.
Yeah. Thank you, Charlotte.
He is. He's incredible.
Yeah.
He's also gorgeous and a wonderful personality, but super, super talented. Has done loads of amazing films that you should all go and watch. Nona being one of them. I did have a long list of all of them, but you can.
Oh yeah, no, he's done so many. I mean, he's so visual, right? I mean, many of his movies really are known for the visual. He's kind of a painter. He's very similar to you in how he like thinks about the screen as a canvas, and you know, his cinematography is really beautiful.
Yeah, he's very good. I mean, he shoots a lot. I mean, himself, right?
Yeah, no one he shot himself. Yeah.
I mean, he's like you. He's acted. He's direct. He mainly directs. Yeah. He produces, but he also the camera work. It's like he's got a special signature with the way that he shoots. Kind of beautiful lighting, but documentary style. Very. Yeah. He's got a particular amazing style. He's a super talented man.
Oh, thank you.
Force of Nature.
So Force of Nature is fun because it's like a big, entertaining, smart popcorn movie.
Michael literally smart popcorn, brilliant.
Yeah, because like literally, like if you know my husband's work, like he's a real auteur. So, but what's funny is that like, because I first met Michael when he asked me to work with him. So I didn't know, I knew his work, but I didn't know him. And it was this movie called Big Sur, which is an adaptation of Jack Kerouac's novel.
Yes.
So it was very cerebral and very like meditative, and you know Michael's work is very artistic and independent. And he looked at, but what's funny about Mike is that you know him, he's just like a fun, whiskey drinking, like Montana dude. You know, like he's a real dude. So he looked at me recently, like, you know, about a year and a half ago, and he said, I just want to do like a fun big movie because everyone thinks I do like one thing. He's like, but I can do anything. And so this movie came about that was starring Mel Gibson. And he, like, Mel Gibson for him, like, he grew up watching Mel's movies, and, like, he's obviously an incredible director as well. I remember watching Braveheart, like, 300 times, you know, like, in high school. Me too. Yeah. And
we all had a crush on him. I definitely did.
Oh, my God. No, he's such a, I mean, those, talk about eyes. I mean, insane.
Wow. Yes. You too. Oh, my God. Is it like an eye off? Like,
yeah. Well, I play his daughter in the movie, and then Emil Hirsch is also in the movie. He's so lovely. I love Emil. He's become like a brother to me. But essentially what the movie's about is that it's about an art heist that takes place in the middle of a hurricane. So we shot it in Puerto Rico, and so it would be like, you know, one of those crazy, you know, kind of Category 5 hurricanes were to happen. It would be like the very cool kind of way of creating some kind of like a moment to stop time to go get like art out of a particular area and steal it. But it's so much fun. It really is. Like everyone who sees it, you know, it's Lionsgate, so like, you know, everyone, you know, Emil, and everyone who's seen it, and like,
is it out yet? Is it out
no,
yet?
It comes out next month.
Next month, right?
Yeah.
Next month. Okay. So
I mean, everyone, like, you know, my people who are allowed to see it, like my agents and managers or whatever, like everyone's like, this is such a fun movie. It's like, you know how like I feel like action days like of past were so like great with the one-liners and the characters were so great, and that's why we love Mel and Bruce Willis or like these incredible like action heroes. Like this movie literally feels like that, where it's like super funny, super crazy, but you have the great character development, and it's just like action packed. Like I'm so excited for this movie.
I'm excited. I want to see it. I mean, you too. Oh my God! Like, you know, we love. I mean, Mel Gibson always fancied him. You know, you're gorgeous. It sounds like a great plot. Bit of popcorn. It sounds completely up my street. So Michael's gone more for his naughty fun side.
Yeah, and you know what's fun about the movie? Oh my God, it is so Michael's naughty fun side. Like the whole thing is that.
Oh, it's so good, so good. I can't wait to see it. Well, guys, you know, we've all got to watch it when it comes out next month. When do we know? What do we have a date?
I believe it's June. Oh gosh, you know, it's different with theatrical and at home. I want to say June 19th or 20th.
It's coming out June.
Yes.
Late June. Nature. I definitely feel like that's also a bit of a nickname for me, Force of Nature. So I'm like definitely watching that one.
Oh my God, that's a good lipstick. Force of Nature.
Force of Nature. Darling, so quick, we're nearly done. We've got 5 quick fire questions.
Okay.
What is your desert island beauty product?
Oh man, it's gotta either be like, I mean, it's gotta either be it's obviously gotta be like a really good sunscreen, obviously, or I would need just like, it's 3 things, either a really good sunscreen, I love your lip oil, by the way. Thank you for sending that to me. So a really good like thick lip thing, or something like your night cream where it's just thick.
Oh my God, have you got my lip serum oil yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I love the rolly ball.
The rolly ball. Oh my God,
I'm obsessed.
It is packed. The matrix of like, it's got every collagen, every color, Russian leaf. Anyway, it's oils, serum. I mean, it's insane what that does.
I'm like, on a desert island, I just need things to like either protect me from the sun or like stop me from becoming a prune.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. Second question.
Okay.
What was I telling?
I said, what would you choose?
Okay, what would I choose? Okay, oh my God, that again, it's like choosing a baby. I would have a magic cream.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot without my magic cream.
Yeah.
And then I would always, because I've got fair eyelashes, so I have to have a mascara. Like, anywhere. You know, I've got a bedroom eye. You know, my husband's always never seen me without a bit of a bedroom eye.
I love it. So I know.
I've got to have a bit of eyeliner, a bit of mascara, because the world, you know, can't see without. I need my eyes.
Yes.
And then so eyeliner, mascara, and a magic cream. And I
love it.
Right now, if I was on a desert island, I'd have to have my serum, because like that's sort of like a drink, repairs the skin.
Well, that's the thing. When you said one, I was like, I don't think I can do one. I'll give you 3.
Okay, so I know that you love the Dallas Cowboys. So would you choose season tickets to the Dallas Cowboys or a year's worth of my masks? Go on, darling, my masks.
Oh my God. Can I mask while I'm at the game?
What, darling?
I said, can I mask while I'm at the game?
Yeah, exactly. That sounds great. Exactly. I'm with you.
Well, you know what? It's so funny about that question is that it kind of touches on something that I'm a bit passionate about. So, like, I love football, and I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, as you know.
Yes.
But I'm always like, can we stop characterizing women as, like, either, you know, these sort of 50s versions of themselves or like hardcore, you know, because I'm like, I'm a whiskey drinking, makeup, skincare junkie, football loving girl. Like, can we just embrace that whole thing?
Exactly,
you know?
Yes.
Like, I swear, I'm like, I feel like that's like where, you know, where we should be.
I agree. That's how I mean, my husband is Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah.
Chelsea. And I at the beginning was like, I couldn't have cared less about football. Now, obviously, I'm a big Chelsea fan. And when we first started dating, we went to the Chelsea football. I was like, yes, I love this. I want to go to Chelsea Football Club. Yes.
Totally. And actually, it's so funny because there's another Charlotte that I love so much. That is, you know, Jerry Jones and his family own the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And I love, they're the most amazing family. But Charlotte, who is Jerry and his wife Jean's daughter, is a really good friend of mine. And she's like fashion girl, loving, like, I was just with her on a holiday before this craziness, and we were like talking skincare and beauty, and yet we're both like super, super hardcore Dallas Cowboys fans. So there's another Charlotte I love.
I know. I actually did. When I went to Dallas, I ended up doing a shoot with the Dallas Cowgirls. Cool. So much fun.
Oh, that's super fun. That's super cool. Yeah, it's like they're amazing what they do.
Yeah, they are incredible. The dances, the whole thing. So I love it. Okay, so what is the song that gives you that instant happy feeling? You know, when you hear something and you're just like, for me, it's Candy Stanton, You've Got the Love to See Me Through.
Yeah.
What is that song that gets that kind of, you're like, oh, just want to dance?
Oh my gosh. I mean, anything by George Michael. I mean, obviously, like, you know, Beyonce's Get in Formation for me. Like, that's like for me like an anthem. It's just like such a great, like.
She's amazing, Beyonce.
I mean, anything with Beyonce. Yeah. Obviously, Rihanna. You know, yes. I mean, there's so much. There's so much good music. But I love like The Cure. You know, I love that sort of like.
Love The Cure. I used to go out with the drummer from The Cure. We love.
You did? Amazing. No, I love that sort of new romantic era too, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. God, yeah. You'll love it. All those songs. I'm like, oh, so many memories, so many amazing moments. I can't believe we can all hug and party.
That to me is like, that's when I really get dancing, is when it feels like that time. You know, like I'm like, okay, now I can let everything down.
No, I'm literally after this, I'm going to dance around my drawing room.
Totally.
So, okay, and then, darling, what is happiness to you? What is happiness is?
And love and family.
Which what?
Happiness is, other than my dog who's named Happy,
Oh.
he literally is happiness. Other than him, happiness to me is love and family, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Like especially now, it's like, you know, we're all so busy, and I think everyone gets really like caught up in things they don't have, things they should have, things they want that they don't have. And like, I think this has been an amazing moment to think like, you have your health and you have love and your family. Like, that's really all that matters, you know?
You're right. At the end of the day, that's all that matters is our health.
And a good lipstick.
Yes! For a bit of joy, bit of fun, bit of color.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the truth, right? I mean, it really does come back to like the real deal things and like simple pleasures.
Yeah, no, you're right. It does. And that really, at the end, we're here for such a short period of time, and we're all running so fast sometimes.
Yeah.
And you realize that health and friendship and yeah, it's been an amazing time for reflection. And I think to get out of this, we all are just, not that we forget to appreciate, but in a way, maybe we all just got too busy, you know? And it's time that we appreciate each other and the planet so much.
Yeah. And I think just like getting too caught up sometimes, I think that like as human beings, that's just in our nature to be like somewhat, you know, competitive or wanting things that we don't have, like the grass is always greener. But I think this moment of just like having gratitude and feeling connected with people more than we ever have before.
So much gratitude.
So much gratitude. I mean, every day when this whole thing started, I've never had an actual gratitude list. And I started it like this when this whole thing started, because I just thought, you know, it's really important to create little habits that remind us what we have and who we have, and to kind of hold that tight, you know?
Oh my God, absolutely, I couldn't agree more with you.
Yeah.
Darling, I've got to ask one thing.
Yeah.
What would you, because this is actually the question that I'm going to do this giveaway on charlottetilbury.com.
Yeah.
I'm going to give everyone these golden tickets. So guys, all of you are listening, but I've got to ask you the question first. What would your older self tell your younger self now?
That everything's going to be okay.
That everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, everything's going to be okay. You know, it's kind of hard to tell your younger self to slow down and to sort of appreciate the moment, but that's something I think that you like realize a little bit later. But I think I had so much anxiety as a kid, and my stepdaughter, I was just talking to her about this. I think, you know, you can't help but have coming of age angsty things, but I would say everything's going to be okay, and also to have a lot of fun.
Exactly.
You know, have a lot of fun. Life gets more serious. You know,
it's going to be great.
I took everything super seriously at 22, and like, you know, obviously I was working a lot, and the work was always serious, but I would have told my younger self, don't take things so seriously.
Yeah, no, you're so right. That is so great. Don't take things too seriously, and everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, everything's going to be okay.
You are brilliant. That is a great piece of advice, and it's super inspiring. And it's so good. Thank you so much for being on this show with me.
Oh, I
love chatting to you, as I always do. You're an inspiration of mine, always will be. I love and adore you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with me.
It literally
for sharing your magic with us.
Oh, honey, you know how much I love you. You are literally like just bottled sunshine wherever you go. And so I'm so grateful. Thank you for doing this. I think it's, you know, really beautiful what you're doing. And I love you. You know I do.
No, me too, you, and I can't wait till we can give you big hugs.
I know. I want a hug.
And have some
virtual hug.
Virtual hugs, exactly. And to everyone that's watching, you know, Kate Bosworth, how amazing. You got to peek into our world. This is the beautiful woman that I get to spend time with and share a bit of her magic. And please donate to the amazing charity, which is the click at the bottom bottom there. I will be donating after this. It is incredible. And I'm now, so we've got it. So what would Kate say, what would her older self say to her younger self? Because I'm going to give 10 golden tickets worth £200 each. And you can buy lots of makeup magic and skincare treats on charlottetilbury.com, but you just have to let me know the answer to that amazing question. What would Kate's older self tell her younger self? And I will DM me on Instagram, and I will announce the 10 winners very soon. So sending you all huge virtual hugs. Stay safe, stay strong, and find joy wherever you can. And thank you for sharing a little bit of our happiness with you today with the gorgeous Kate Bosworth.
Oh, I love you, Charlotte. Thank you. Bye, beauty.
I love you. Bye, my gorgeous. You're the best.
Bye, darling. Bye.